map I was holding had been torn up long ago. I couldn't see the finish line, didn't know which way to go. The future felt like midnight, a road without a street sign. And every time I looked ahead, my nervous heart declined.
I wanted the whole picture, I wanted the grand design. I begged you for a spotlight, a blinding golden sign. I searched for perfect clarity, but all I found was fear, until a quiet wisdom came and made your promise clear.
You don't need a highway lit up from coast to coast. You just need the small light of the Holy Ghost. He gives you just enough light for the next step, and that is true. He'll never let you walk too far away from what you need to do.
I stopped demanding answers for the places I can't see, and trusted the instruction that he handed down to me. It doesn't matter if the shadows try to creep or doubts will loom. Just enough light is always shining to make it through the room.
I think of all the times I almost froze right where I stood, afraid to make the wrong choice when the path looked great, not good. But every single morning you provided what was best, the strength to lift the foot and the courage to invest.
I thank you for the patience when I doubt the simple plan, for making sure your promise is held by a faithful hand. I'll stick to the conviction that you know what lies ahead. I'll follow the small circle of light that you have spread.
If your faith feels like a flicker and your hope feels weak and small,
Remember that His guidance is enough to save us all.
enough to save us all. You don't need a highway lit up from coast to coast.
Oh,
You just need the small light of the Holy Ghost. He gives you just enough light for the next step, and that is true. He'll never let you walk too far away from what
you need to do. I stopped demanding answers for the places I can't see, and trusted the instruction that He handed down to me. It doesn't matter if the shadows try to creep or doubts will loom. Just enough light is always shining
to make it through the room.
just enough light.
Follow the glow,
Follow the glow,
follow the glow,
follow the glow.
follow the glow.
I was burning bridges down and running faster than the wind, trying to outsmart the consequence, trying to hide the sin.
I thought I was strong enough to fix the messes that I made, but every path I followed, just a higher price I paid.
I packed my bags and told myself that I was fine. till the last mistake I made became the final stone.
I was digging my own hole so deep I couldn't see the light, and I laid there in the darkness on that desperate, lonely night. That was the day I ran out of room to fall. I hit the bottom, but you were waiting there to catch it all.
I thought I reached the limit, I thought I had failed the test, but I landed on the promise of your perfect steady rest.
I couldn't run from mercy, I couldn't hide from grace. You met me at the lowest, darkest, most broken place. Now I'm standing in the sunshine of the second chance you gave. The day I ran out of room to fall, you were there to save. I thought redemption meant deserving something good and new, but you taught me that forgiveness is freely given through.
I thank you for the patience when I fought against your plan, for loving every broken piece of the woman
What man that I am. I look back at the chaos now with gratitude and all,
because the fear that almost killed me was the thing that made me draw
closer to the only love that never lets you go. The reason that my life got planted where the good seeds grow.
If you're feeling desperate, thinking hope is far away, just remember that the bottom is where faith begins to pray.
Oh, where faith begins to pray. That was the day I ran out of room to fall. I hit the bottom, but you were waiting there to catch it all.
I thought I reached the limit, I thought I had failed the test, but I landed on the promise of your perfect steady rest. I couldn't run from mercy, I couldn't hide from grace. You met me at the lowest, darkest, most broken place. Now I'm standing in the sunshine of the second chance you gave. The day I ran out of room to fall, you were there to save.
You were there to save me.
Thank God for the bottom.
That was the day I ran out of room to fall. I hit the bottom, but you were waiting there to catch it all.
I thought I reached the limit, I thought I had failed the test, but I landed on the promise of your perfect steady rest. I couldn't run from mercy, I couldn't hide from grace. You met me at the lowest, darkest, most broken place. Now I'm standing in the sunshine of the second chance you gave. The day I ran out of room to fall, you were there to save.
You were there to save.
Thank God for the bottom.
I was so hungry for the outcome, I could hardly wait. Pacing on the front porch, standing by the garden gate, I saw the fruit was hanging, but it wasn't ripe and sweet. I kept climbing up the branches, trying to hurry up and eat.
I thought if I just prayed harder, or maybe push the pace, then I could force the blessing, bypass all the waiting grace. I wasted so much energy trying to control the wind, fighting with the Father for the season to begin.
That was the day the tree.
I look at all the wisdom in the way the river flows. It doesn't fight the gravity, it simply knows where it goes.
I thank you for the moments when you told my heart to rest, when you took away the effort and you simply gave the best. You showed me that your timing isn't cruel, it's always kind. It's teaching me the peaceful state of the obedient mind.
I've got everything I need now, waiting on the vine, because the blessing that is meant for me will surely be mine.
If you're out there waiting, feeling weary, thin and warm, just let the Holy Spirit carry you until the morn. Oh, until the day is bright. That was the day I stopped shaking the tree. I let the harvest come in quiet, patient liberty. I realized the best things can't be rushed or bought with time. They ripen in the sunshine of a purpose so sublime.
I dropped the need for forcing, I dropped the heavy rain, and trusted that the good fruit was growing for my sake.
Now I just sit and watch it, letting nature take its plea. Thank God for the day I stopped shaking the tree. Let it grow for you, it's worth the wait.
It's worth the wait.
I had a list of questions that stretched a mile long, asking why the hardest path felt so constantly wrong. I wanted explanations for the things I couldn't hold, why some stories ended before they could unfold. I thought if I could just connect the dots and understand, then I could walk through fire with a steady, certain hand. I spent so many hours in the worried, dusty room, searching for the map that only brought me deeper gloom.
But that was the day I traded the why for the who, stopped asking for the blueprints and just looked up at you. I realized the answer wasn't in the timing or the test. It was only in the shepherd who leads me to the rest.
I dropped the need for logic, I dropped the heavy pen, and trusted the love that never lets the chaos win. It doesn't matter what the future tries to put me through, not since the day I traded the why
For the who.
I thank you for the kindness of the questions left unsaid, the grace that met the worry running wild inside my head. You showed me that your wisdom is a thing I can't contain, like trying to catch the ocean in a tiny drop of rain. I look at my sweet family and the blessings of this home, knowing that your providence has never left us to roam. I'll stick to the conviction that you know the better way, and simply thank you for the gift of waking up today.
If you're tired of the struggle and the questions weigh you down, Just give him all the burden and let his glory crown.
Oh, let his glory shine.
But that was a day I traded the why for the who. Stopped asking for the blueprints and just looked up at you. I realized the answer wasn't in the timing or the test. It was only in the shepherd who leads me to the rest.
I dropped the need for logic, I dropped the heavy pen, trusted the love that never lets the chaos win. It doesn't matter what the future tries to put me through. Not since the day I traded the why for the who. I'm just trusting the who now.
The only answer I need.
I had a roadmap spread across the kitchen chair, with red ink circles and a whole lot of getting there. I was chasing a sunset I thought I had to own, ignoring the whisper telling me I wasn't alone. But the road got narrow and the signs all turned to gray, and I found myself 1,000 miles from where I used to pray. I was staring at the engine, broken down and spent, thinking every single dollar was a life that was misspent. But then I felt the hand that was holding me all along, one that writes the lyrics when you've forgotten the song. I looked at the road map and I saw the dust on the page, and I realized your mercy doesn't care about my age. You were in the detour, you were in the pouring rain, you were the quiet comfort in the middle of the pain. I was trying to find my way through the dark and the unknown, but you were just leading me home. It wasn't a lightning bolt or a voice from a cloud. It was a feeling in my spirit that didn't have to be loud. It was a neighbor with a jumper cable and a God bless you. It was the way the morning light made everything feel new. I thank you for the moments when I thought I'd lost the trail, 'cause that's when I learned your compass would never ever fail. I'm folding up the paper and I'm letting go of the wheel, 'cause your grace is the only thing that's ever gonna feel real. I'm not worried about the miles or the time I might have lost, when your love is the bridge that already paid the cost. Yeah, you paid the cost. 'Cause I felt the hand that was holding me all along, one that writes the lyrics when you've forgotten the song. I looked at the road map and I saw the dust on the page, and I realized your mercy doesn't care about my age. You were in the detour, you were in the pouring rain, you were the quiet I was looking at a pile of dust and scattered stone, trying to find a foundation I could call my own. I'd made a mess of the blueprints, I'd ignored the master's plan, thinking I could build a kingdom with these two shaky hands. But the storms didn't care about my pride or my design. They washed away the borders and they crossed every line. I sat there in the ruins, just a shadow of a man, until I felt a steady hand reaching through the sand. And oh, come look at the house that grace rebuilt, raised up from the ashes, washed clean of all the guilt. It's got windows made of mercy and a door that's always wide, with a peace that passeth understanding, dwelling deep inside. I thought the wreck was final, I thought the story had to end, but God loves a broken heart that He can start to mend. It's stronger than the first one, 'cause it's resting on His will. You come and see the house that grace rebuilt. It doesn't look like much to the world passing by, but there's a light in the kitchen that never's gonna die. I thank Him for the seasons when the walls were stripped and bare, 'cause that's the only way I found the King was standing there. He didn't use a gold and He didn't use a new. He took the shattered pieces and He made them shine like true. I'm living in a miracle I didn't have to buy, underneath the shelter of a clear and hopeful sky. The architect of mercy, the builder of the soul, He's the only one who takes the parts and makes the spirit whole. Yeah, He makes us washed clean of all the guilt. It's got windows made of mercy and a door that's always wide, with a peace that passeth understanding, dwelling deep inside. I thought the wreck was final, I thought the story had to end, but God loves a broken heart that He can start to mend. It's stronger than the first one, 'cause it's resting on His will. You come and see the house that grace rebuilt. It's resting on His will, built on the rock. Grace rebuilt it all. I prayed for the mountain to move, but it stood right there. I shouted at the ceiling, thinking you didn't hear my prayer. I was looking for lightning, I was waiting for a sign, checking the clock and worrying about the time.
I saw the empty table, I felt the heavy weight. I thought that you would miss me, or maybe you were late. But the seeds were growing slowly underneath the snow. I was looking high, but you were working down low.
I didn't know I was standing in the middle of the miracle. I couldn't see the ending through the tears inside my eyes. I thought I was walking through a valley of the shadows, but you were just preparing me for the sunrise. It didn't feel like a blessing, it felt like a test, but you were teaching my weary heart how to rest. Yeah, I see it clearly now that the storm has died. I was in the middle of the miracle the whole damn time. It wasn't a winning lotto or a writing on the wall. It was a neighbor with a casserole, a simple phone call. It was strength to get up early when I wanted to give in. It was finding peace and quiet where the chaos should have been.
You didn't change the circumstance the way I asked you to. You changed the heart inside of me and made me someone new.
And that's the greatest wonder that I have ever seen. You holding me together when I was coming apart at the seams.
Sometimes the healing hurts before it starts to help. Sometimes you gotta lose your way to find yourself.
Yeah, to find yourself. I didn't know I was standing in the middle of the miracle. I couldn't see the ending through the tears inside my eyes. I thought I was walking through a valley of the shadows, but you were just preparing me for the sunrise. It didn't feel like a blessing, it felt like a test, but you were teaching my weary heart how to rest. Yeah, I see it clearly now that the storm has died. I was
In the middle of the miracle the whole damn time.
yeah, the whole time. You never left me in the middle of the miracle.
I didn't know I was standing in the middle of the miracle. I couldn't see the ending through the tears inside my eyes.
I thought I was walking through a valley of the shadows, but you were just preparing me for the sunrise. It didn't feel like a blessing, it felt like a test, but you were teaching my weary heart how to rest. Yeah, I see it clearly now that the storm has died. I was in the middle of the miracle the whole damn time.
Yeah, the whole time.
You never left me in the middle of the miracle. I could write a whole new book about the things that keep me up, the weight of expectation in this heavy, bitter cup. I built a little prison from the worries in my head, scared of things that happened and the words that weren't said.
I thought that being brave meant I could hide the shaking hand and wrestle all my demons all alone here in the sand. But the darkness got too heavy, the silence got too loud, and I finally had to whisper what I should have shouted proud. I finally found the only thing stronger than my fear, the name that cuts the darkness and wipes away the tear. It's the love that holds the ocean and it knows the broken parts, the simple truth that anchors every single fragile heart. I don't need a heavy armor, I don't need a golden shield, I just need the mighty power that your promise can reveal. I drop the heavy weight and let the simple light appear. Jesus is the only thing stronger than my fear. I used to chase the feeling that the world calls being free, a temporary high that never lasted long with me. I looked in all the places for the comfort I could buy, and wondered why the emptiness still made me wanna cry.
But you met me in the moment where I couldn't stand the fight, and showed me that surrender is the start of saving life. I thank you for the grace that only shows up when you fall, for picking up the pieces and forgiving all of all.
If you're out there hurting, trying hard to prove your worth, just give him all that heavy silence right here on the earth.
Oh, let it go right now. I finally found the only thing stronger than my fear, the name that cuts the darkness and wipes away the tear. It's the love that holds the ocean and it knows the broken parts, the simple truth that anchors every single fragile heart. I don't need a heavy armor, I don't need a golden shield, I just need the mighty power that your promise can reveal. I drop the heavy weight and let the simple light appear. Jesus is the only thing stronger than my fear. The only thing stronger.
Just whisper his name. I looked at all the chapters that were stained with my mistakes, the things I couldn't take back. For goodness sake, I tried to tear the pages, tried to hide the ugly parts, thought the ink was permanent on all the broken hearts. I was living in the shadow of the person I had been, believing every sunrise couldn't wash away the sin. I thought my story ended when I finally broke and ran, but the author of my life had a better kind of plan.
Big took the red pen and erased the lines I drew. He said, "Daughter, I've got something brand new for you." He gave me back the pen he put back in my hand, said, "Go ahead and write the future that I always planned." He didn't just forgive me, he restored the trust I broke. He showed me my redemption in every single stroke. Now I'm writing gratitude across the bottom of the page.
Thank God for the second chance and this brand new stage.
I used blessing might eventually be blurred. But now I know the outcome isn't mine to understand.
I'm just called to follow the instructions of His hand. I thank you for the moments when the words come sweet and true, for every quiet comfort that reminds me I'm with you. This chapter's called renewal, and the setting is right now, living proof of all the grace He promised through His vow.
If you think your story's over,
if you think you've reached the end,
just
open up the cover and invite the author in. Oh, invite the author in. He took the red pen and erased the lines I drew. He said, daughter, I've got something brand new for you. He gave me back the pen He put back in my hand, said go ahead and write the future that I always planned. He didn't just forgive me, He restored the trust I broke. He showed me my redemption in every single stroke. Now I'm writing gratitude across the bottom of the page. Thank God for the second chance in this brand new stage.
just write the future now.
Thank God for the new page.
I remember crying when that old door slammed. I was holding on to pieces of a broken plan. I thought I knew the roadmap, I thought I knew the way. I questioned why you'd let my blue skies turn to gray.
I spent a lot of prayer time asking you for why, begging for a change, looking at the sky.
But silence was the answer that I needed most, to learn to leave the steering to the Holy Ghost. And now I thank God for the plans I didn't make, for the reckless paths I didn't get to take, for the no that saved my life when I wanted yes, for the broken heart that led me to this blessedness. I couldn't see the mountain, cause I was focused on the storm, but you were building something better than I could have known. Yeah, I'm standing in the grace of the road I didn't choose, winning battles that I thought I was gonna lose.
If I had gotten everything I asked for back then, I wouldn't know the strength of getting up again. I wouldn't know the woman that I am today. I'd be lost in a castle made of sand and clay.
It's funny how the rearview mirror makes it clear. Every single detour brought me closer here, to a little house, a family, and a peace of mind. The very things I never thought that I would find.
Faith isn't knowing what the future holds, it's trusting in the writer as the story unfolds. The story unfolds.
So I thank God for the plans I didn't make, for the reckless paths I didn't get to take, for the no that saved my life when I wanted yes, for the broken heart that led me to this blessedness. I couldn't see the mountain, cause I was focused on the storm, but you were building something better than I could have known. Yeah, I'm standing in the grace of the road I didn't choose, winning battles that I thought I was gonna lose. Yeah, your way was better.
Thank God for the plans I didn't make. was so busy climbing up the ladder I had planned, I didn't notice all the blessings right here in my hand. My eyes were set on trophies on the finish line ahead. I missed the little wonders that the morning gently spread. I rushed right past the sunrise just to make the clock on time. Didn't hear the good advice you gave me in a quiet rhyme. I thought the big deliverance had to shake the earth below, but you were teaching me the simple grace that helps the spirit grow. And now I thank God for the things I almost missed, the quiet miracles wrapped up inside the mist, the simple cup of water when my soul was running dry, the second chance to wave goodbye beneath the clear blue sky. I was searching for the thunder, but you met me in the breeze. You gave me everything I needed right here on my knees. I was looking for a sign that was 10,000 feet high, but the biggest love of all was standing right nearby.
I look at the old photographs of the battles that I fought, the bitter tears I cried over the lessons I was taught. I thought I had to wrestle you to prove that I was strong, but you just held the steady line. You knew where I belong.
I thank you for the small hands that reach up to hold mine tight, for the safety of this home and the kitchen's gentle light, the quiet confidence that you are working while I sleep, the promises your honest, loving heart intends to keep. Slow down, so let the gratitude start to bloom.
There's so much grace residing right here in this very room.
Oh, right here in this room. And now I thank God for the things I almost missed, the quiet miracles wrapped up inside the mist, the simple cup of water when my soul was running dry, the second chance to wave goodbye beneath the clear blue sky. I was searching for the thunder, but you met me in the breeze. You gave me everything I needed right here on my knees. I was looking for a sign that was 10,000 feet high, but the biggest love of